make a stupid ass face every time you stop. I just like look straight at the camera and make the grossest face. I wasn't entirely surprised to find this here, or this there. To find this there. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. I always wondered what happened to it. How long had it been there? Dude, your wife's cheating on you. There was a little bit of something dark staining the sleeve.
Poop.
Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. The handgun was Norman's. What the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet?
You said yes to everything.
Yeah, I said I'd say yes to everything. Man, that's putting back evidence. But maybe they'll just think that Norman, like, suicided. But how would he suicide if it was back on the rack?
Plus, it's got your fingerprints all over it. So.
Yeah, but do we know if this is the time when they're, like, forensics is that far ahead? Like, what if this was, like, 30 years ago?
That'd be like the 90s. Or,
that would be the...
almost the 90s.
You know what it is?
80s.
2016. It felt really close.
Yeah.
I carefully pushed the piece back in place and felt the great burden lifted. A close call. Is it a close call because I got rid of evidence? Norman, what were you doing with all these? Killing people. Okay, now we can go back downstairs. Was Norman dead upstairs, or?
Yeah.
I think we just have this one. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. Oh, cool. The hairpin snapped in half. I didn't even know this door was locked. General store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. Yeah, stop by. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. Fat stack. Were you thinking of going somewhere with Rachel, Norman? This is okay. If this is not a hint that Rachel is cheating on him with Norman, like, you have to be. Come on, dude. You gotta piece this shit together. I mean, Rachel is really stupid with this. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. What was the matter, Norman? Cheated on your hydro house? He knows it. He knows it. Oh man. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. Dude, were those bodies next to the water tower? Like, did somebody fall off the water tower? Of all the postcards, that one seemed to be the most popular. There was only a few left. Okay. It'd been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, and finding him that way still left me cold. Are you sure you weren't a little happy? Thinking of him slumped against that chair only cemented my reassurance in getting rid of that gun. I like how it gives you a little recap after leaving each area about, like, the decisions you made.
Yeah.
It looked like someone had taken that piece from his store, but why was it in those tunnels? As I stepped outside, I recalled that dusty old box of clothes in Norman's attic. I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. Oh, maybe it wasn't his house. Maybe it was his house. Oh, this is his house, I guess. TV, doors. At least 3 different houses I could go to. 4? Where are these? Okay. These fucking trees look dead as shit. Okay, so we're gonna go in the far left one. I had the wrong gate, this one was locked. Okay, never mind. Sure. Okay. So second to left. Is this what? Okay, this is gonna be a maze. The neighbor's local post box, the letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it in all the way. I knew it wasn't right, but yes. Yes, I snooped in their letters. The envelope was addressed to Norman. Yes. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. It was Rachel's. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, what was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him, Norman. So don't you think I can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. I didn't know what to think. My mind was racing, my heart pounding. I had to get home. I just had to. Rachel's gonna be dead at home. We all know it. Does he have a beard, or is that like his chest hair?
I think it's just a shirt.
It has like a little orange. Oh, is that blood?
We've discussed this. It's poop.
I really want to go back and check those other doors though, because this. I mean, I've found some evidence, so I just want to make sure. If you could limp, oh, really? Well, fucking fine then. Okay, gate was locked. Yeah, this was what? Wasn't my house. I thought I was gonna say like this was my neighbor's house. Had the wrong gates, was locked. I guess it's gonna be, yeah, the one with the blood. Okay. I'd entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant but also afraid. I'm gonna find Rachel dead. And then he's gonna realize, yep, there's more poop. He's gonna realize I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. Is this gonna be a bloody mess? The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or sometime before? It's been a while, meaning he's had the time to kill all these people. Okay, door. Upstairs. There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? She's dead. Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill here, yes. Ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, I guess let's go in this one first. Okay, the door is the basement. Where did I put the damn key? Rachel's gonna be in the basement. Okay. Got another upstairs. Far left. I had found the last missing piece from my wallet, an old photo. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Yes. Placed the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Because she cheated on you. Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but by then it was too late. Rachel was pretty angry about that, I realized. Yeah, this doesn't sound like a happy marriage. This really sounds like a bad situation. Okay, so I came from downstairs. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned key holder underneath the handle. Okay. Guess we're going up. It's pretty linear. A broken mirror. Our hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces shattered around the floor. I couldn't really make myself out anymore. I wasn't sure I wanted to. You evil bastard. There's more poop. I'm just waiting for Rachel to show up. Computer? My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Yep, that's the door. Laptop is warm. It's been running for quite a while. It's been sitting there for days. That's what my laptop does. It's like never turn it off. Which is actually really bad for it, but it's already a piece of shit, so. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. That old house was charming for sure, but it wasn't always easy. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. I actually don't like those. It seemed impractical at times, but it was part of what made that house home. We used to have one in, like, one of the rental houses before we got an actual house. It was like, I didn't like it. I don't know why. I mean, you feel fancy as hell, but I already went and... Wait, did it just come out of one?
I don't really see the point of having a fancy bathtub.
Did I already go in this right door?
But that's...
I think I did. This was a computer, wasn't it? Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. It's fine. Okay, mirror. And another door. It's gonna be bedroom. Rachel. Money's on Rachel. Okay, got books. There were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I look more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. One book in particular seemed a bit odd. I remember owning it, but not that edition. My wife, Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling that what was in it. Yep, Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. For some reason, I was expecting it to be her stuffed into the fucking something really dark. Is this what you were going to do with Norman? Rachel, why? Were you really going to run away with Norman? Was I really such a monster? Yes, obviously. You know, it'll be a plot twist if it's somebody else. But if it's him, I mean, you know, I bet it's gonna do something crazy with it anyway. Okay, so I guess I'm going back downstairs. Oh wait, there was the door with the key. Am I going down further? It's this way. The door's stuck shut. There's an old-fashioned key there. What? Didn't I grab a key?
Yeah, I think it's for the basement though.
Oh yeah, the basement. Yeah, Rachel's gonna be in this basement, man. Rachel's definitely gonna be in this basement. Oh, it was a door and ladder. Or old Christmas decorations in the box. Couldn't even remember our last Christmas. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key. Oh, is that to the other door? Yeah, it's totally to the other door. Looked like it was plaster and old trowel. There's old clothes, tools, and other things that probably had. Why did just people have like boxes of clothes? Like I don't have boxes of clothes. We had way too much junk. they even know it. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Wait, you okay?
Maybe if you still had that claw hammer.
Yeah, I don't know why I fucking left the hammer. Stupid. Okay, so I think it's this door. See, this is a little more puzzly. The grab key I found in the basement unlocked the door. Rachel. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Rachel. There was an old crowbar on the floor. Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar. Appreciated it. Wait, that's what we used for the door. Come on now. It's just having me run back and forth. Crowbar, got a key, got a key.